To launch any of the neurology analysis software, enter the neurology analysis workflow step by left-clicking on the blind. Different software is provided for database comparison, ratio analysis, and subtraction. Syscom subtraction is utilized to help locate epileptic foci. Before utilizing the subtraction software, be sure to perform a visual read of the patient dataset. Upon launching subtraction, a dialog box will populate. Be sure to confirm the appropriate dataset is selected for the baseline and ictal examination. Once confirmed, left-click on Load. In subtraction, the workflow steps are listed in the upper left-hand corner. Fusion to MR, Fusion baseline to template, Fusion activation to baseline, analysis, and summary. The Fusion to CT or Fusion to MR workflow step will provide a row of fused images as well as functional images. To manipulate the images, utilize the toolbar on the top of the screen. To scroll through the images text on the lower right portion of the segment. Left-click on the text and push or pull the mouse to scroll. Also, the center scroll wheel will move through the images. To pan or zoom, utilize the icons in the upper left-hand corner. Alpha blending is also available by left-clicking and dragging the slider to the left or right. The Fusion baseline to template workflow step will fuse the patient's interictal dataset to the Syscom Montreal Neurological Institute template. To visualize the fusion, left-click on the transparency icon and move the cursor to the left or right to visualize the registration. To adjust the registration manually, left-click on the Manual Fusion icon. To manually fuse the dataset, hold down the left mouse button to pan the patient dataset. To rotate the dataset, left-click on the green circle. To revert back to automatic fusion, left-click on the Revert icon. The Fusion activation to baseline workflow step will fuse the patient's ictal dataset to the interictal dataset, which was previously registered to the Syscom Montreal Neurological Institute template. To visualize the fusion, left-click on the transparency icon and move the cursor to the left or right to visualize the registration. To adjust the registration manually, left-click on the Manual Fusion icon. To manually fuse the dataset, hold down the left mouse button to pan the patient dataset. To rotate the dataset, left-click on the green circle. To revert back to automatic fusion, left-click on the Revert icon. The analysis workflow step provides visualization of the 3-axis planes for the baseline, activation, and difference. A regions of interest quantification table is also provided, which details the foci the subtraction software automatically found. The table provides the max difference and volume. The regions of interest are currently only highlighted on the difference images. To visualize the regions of interest on the baseline and activation datasets, left-click on the box next to Show Regions of Interest. To visualize the foci, left-click on the ROI. If the foci is not an area of concern, uncheck the box under the Show column by left-clicking. The Difference Image Masking tool allows the capability to hide or show positive or negative differences and define standard deviations to start showing images. Left-click on the slider to move to the left or right. The slider can be unsynced by left-clicking on the icon. The positive and negative information can be modified independently. The summary workflow step provides larger visualization of the three axis planes with the foci chosen in the analysis workflow step displayed. A region of interest quantification table is also shown, providing the max difference and volume of the foci. The difference image masking tool is also provided to hide or show positive or negative difference. To create a snapshot of the screen, left-click on the Snapshot Screen icon. The snapshot will be added to the key images as well as the Findings Navigator. To create a snapshot of an individual segment, highlight the desired segment and left-click the Snapshot Segment icon. To visualize the screen captures or to complete the examination, enter the Case Navigator by moving the cursor over the arrow icon on the left-hand side of the screen. To visualize a snapshot, double-click on the icon in the Findings Navigator. To complete the examination, left-click on the Complete and Archive icon.